I have a question, and this is for all my friends that like manifest and pray and create visions and affirmations and all that kind of stuff in your life, okay? So one of the main core question of this is, what does it take to win your day? And how quickly can you win your day within your day, okay? So like if you're like, you have a time frame of how long you work. So let's say you say that you're going to clock on to officially start your office hours or time that you're going to open the doors to receive clients virtually or physically. So let's say that's 9 to 5, okay? That doesn't mean that's when your day actually starts. That's just you're like, okay, that's when I'm going to receive the outside world, okay? So maybe you actually start your day at like 5:30 in the morning or 7. And from 7 to 9 is your like mindset, meditation, whatever that is, working out, coffee, breakfast, shower, whatever. Okay. And then I think you probably have seen online a lot where people are like, and then I start my 5 to 9. And that's like your 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And there might be other things during that time that you feel like you might be winning your day. Like, and if you don't do certain tasks in that time, what is it that you're like, I didn't hit the mark? So if you can identify your one thing that you know every single day, I won the day, what does that look like? So this morning, I woke up, did my whole routine, all that stuff, right? Was at the desk because my open to the world virtual hours are usually I try to start by 9, but that a lot of times is more like 8:30. But anyway, I try to push it to 9 so that I can do other things in my morning. So, and then from 9 to 5, I just work. And sometimes I take a lunch, sometimes I don't. That's probably not healthy, whatever. I'll just kind of like eat on the go. So today, I woke up with this mindset of like, oh, I'm not winning. Like last week, I felt like I won. The week before that, I didn't feel like I won. The week before that, I felt like I won, right? So I'm like, what is this like on, off thing? And then I realized like the weeks that I feel like I'm winning, I'm comparing it to the previous week where I didn't feel like that. Or I feel like I've moved the mark in my life, therefore I'm winning. So what is it that you do to feel like you've won? So this morning, I bled over some of my normal activities into my 9 a.m. zone. And after reading this amazing book that a friend of mine recommended to me, I was like, oh my gosh, if I do nothing else, like I feel like I just won a great portion of my day back by 9:30 this morning. And then I had a client appointment, and during that appointment, I was like, I just won my day again. Like now, if I do nothing else today, I mean, like I could be a lump on a log and I feel like I won my day. And then I have this other little personal thing that I've been working on. It's a home project and it has gone totally off the rails. I've been trying to like refinish my chairs and it is so bad. It is so bad. Like our neighbor came out and like checked on me on the driveway twice this weekend and was like, I can just see the frustration in your face trying to refinish those chairs. And I just said, like, if they're on the curb by Tuesday morning, you know that I lost this battle. And so I was like, after I did this one appointment, I'm like, I'm going to run through a store and just peruse. And I found 6 chairs. My prior amount of chairs was 4. Now I found 6 chairs for less than the cost of one brand new one that I was looking at online. So I'm like, okay. And I just won again. And then I came home with all of these ideas and different things, and I've got a pickup order for my chairs for later today. And I was like, oh, I've got this business idea that I've just been bouncing around. And this coaching session that I just did earlier today, I'm literally telling my client, like, what would it look like if you just played all out? So I'm like, okay, well, what would it look like if I just played all out? And I raised the capital and I pitched the idea and I just did the thing on this one little business venture that I've got. And turns out that idea has not been done. And the name that I want for this little ancillary business thing is available. And yeah, so I'm like, I think I just won again. So what are you doing every day that you would know whether or not you're winning your day? And are you okay with the fact that little teeny tiny small wins add up to incredible greatness? Because I think sometimes, now for the last 8 months, like, don't get me wrong, I've been mulling all of this stuff around and like, how do I get to where I want to be, right? So I've just broken apart. And in the meantime, I'm still working, I'm still coaching, I'm still consulting, I'm still traveling, I'm still doing all this other stuff, right? But your brain is an incredible thing. So I've been like mulling all these ideas around for a long time. And today I was just like, okay, let's dive deep into what this would look like. Because if other people are doing it, why not me? And fear is an incredible thing. It can hold you back from your highest and best use, from your absolute best capacity of use, like the reason why you were put on the planet. You can wind up getting stuck in a fear trap and it'll hold you back. And the thing is, if you get held back, you don't know the role that you play in somebody else's life, that they might need you. And some element of destiny in this world, if you don't go live that big, bold life that you were supposed to live, you might not run into somebody else that needed you to be living that life in order for them to also ignite. So, what do you do to win your day?